What's up, everybody? So, I just wanted to let you know that I made a calendar. It's called the COVID-19 Track Your Exposure Calendar, and it's right here. Bring, bring. It is a 20 to 21 calendar. So, God forbid, this COVID goes on till next year, which it might, because according to Fauci, it could go on until 2022. So if that's the case, I'll make another one for that year. Anyway, until then, I made a calendar that allows us to track our exposure, do contact tracing, as well as be a timeline for our symptoms. Now, where did this idea come from? Good question. The idea was not entirely mine. It was sparked by my mother. So what my mom does on her calendars is put anything and everything. She puts events we would go to, gigs. She would put down doctor's appointments, the average typical thing that everyone puts on their calendars. So when COVID came around, she started adding even more things. Where we had gone. Did we go to the grocery store? Yes. Were there a lot of people? Yes. Did we go to a cafe outside? What was going on there? Did we go to a bar? Which we one time did. One time we did go to a bar because it was for Uber Eats, and it was when the city had reopened, and anyone and everyone that was there was not wearing their mask. It was a terrifying experience. Whoever thought a terrifying experience would be I walked into a bar? That's like the beginning of a joke. I walked into a bar. A blonde walked into a bar, even though it's a bleach blonde and she pays for it. Anyway. Yes, so for that job, I had to do that. So my mother put that on the calendar because that was a point of potential exposure. Major point. So she would put it down so that we could track our symptoms, if there were any, and then see where exactly it started from. Or to see if we were doing too many things and how we could reduce it. Or if we got sick, who we had seen before then to make sure that we can call them to let them know. So as I was watching my mother put more and more things down on the calendar, tracking what we would do that was related to COVID, I thought, why is there not a calendar out there that does this? Why is there not a calendar out there that implements what we are already doing, specifically for COVID-19? Then I thought, as I was lying in my bed, sad during quarantine because I was having an existential crisis, not knowing what to do with the rest of my life, just not having any momentum and not going anywhere, popped in my head, make a calendar, do it. You think that there should be one? Then why not get off your butt and just make one? So I did. And the reason is because we're supposed to be doing our due diligence anyway, right? They want us to flatten the curve. They want us to contact trace. They want us to reduce our exposure, but we don't always have a way to remind ourselves what exactly we are doing that we maybe should not be doing. So, hence COVID-19 calendar. It's really easy to use. All you gotta do is write down where you've been and what you've done. Did you go to the supermarket? That was where. What? Were there a lot of people? Write that down. Did you go to a party? What you should not be doing? With family and friends? Did you go camping with family and friends? Did you go somewhere where someone wasn't wearing a mask or someone was coughing excessively? Please don't go anywhere where people are coughing excessively if you don't have to, unless it's for your job. Did you go in a cave where there's bats? Because that's your hangout spot. That's it. That's all you gotta do. And then as you're writing them down, you can look back and see, okay, am I doing too many things that are of high risk? How can I lower it? Maybe space them apart to reduce them. Maybe I don't need to be doing these things as often. You can contact trace. So if someone calls you and says, hey man, I got tested positive for COVID. Okay, that sucks, man. That really does. But let me check my calendar. Who did I see before you called me? Oh, okay. I know during this time that I saw Jack, Jill, and John. I got friends named all J's. Don't question it. Call them up, say, hey, just so you know, Jimmy just called me and said that he tested positive for COVID. I know I was with you on these days prior to. Be safe, maybe go get tested yourself and quarantine. If that's not the case and you don't know who you've been exposed to, then this is great for a symptom timeline. So if you went someplace on one day, you put down the where and what, and then you start tracking it. You start saying, okay, do I have any symptoms day 2, day 5, day 7, oh, day 14, that's 2 weeks. According to the CDC, after 2 weeks, you're usually in the clear and you're okay. Okay, great, so I should not be sick based on that day where there was potential risk of being exposed. That's pretty much all it is. It's simple, it's fun, it's got great graphics, it's for everyone, it's for kids, it's for adults, grandparents, it's for your dog, your cat, anyone, everyone that could potentially be exposed or is at risk of getting COVID. And it lets you try to be safe and to be aware and do your due diligence. Let's flatten the curve, let's do it together, let's pull it up and do it together. The COVID-19 calendar. DM me. My email's down below. Let me know. You can get one of these for yourself. You can hang it up on the wall. Shh. You didn't hear it from me, but you did. There may be some masks coming in that match the calendar. Oh. Anyway, hope you guys have a safe time, social distance, and quarantine if need be. Check you later. Check you later, dude.